Greetings, everyone. It's Casey here with a very special guest, Dash, for another installment, for the very last installment of Dragons with Dash for 2024. We're recording it on the 31st, but if you are seeing this on the 1st, then of course it's the very first installment of Dragons with Dash for 2025. So Happy New Year, Dash.
Happy New Year to you too, Casey. Let's hear what the dragons have to say.
Well, as usual, I've been feeling them around really, really powerfully with a lot of positive energy. And I've got this beautiful cream orange. She's like a beautiful creamsicle dragon from Jupiter, bringing in expansivity and positivity for this powerful new year that has a lot of joy already kind of coming to the starting line for me. But I did pull this beautiful dragon for all of us called the Transformation Dragon. If you can see her, she's got beautiful butterfly wings. And she's saying, it really is time to spread your wings and go forward and go for it in 2025.
Mhm.
But the most important thing, though, is as we kind of revisit 2024, as we really take stock on 2024, is to make sure that you shut the door firmly on the past. And I think I even talked to you about that yesterday. I was really getting this message from the dragons to shut the door firmly on the past. Sometimes, we think we've worked through the past, but it's kind of still there a little bit. We think we've closed that door, but we leave it open just a little inch and then it's opening further and further. And before we know
Mhm.
it, we're kind of just really stuck in the past again. So she's like, close that door firmly so that you can reset totally. And this really opens your heart wide so you can have that sense of real empowerment and positivity, really embracing the new beginning that is 2025, while still harnessing the wisdom and the positivity of everything we experienced. Lots of big changes for a lot of people in 2024. So that's
Mhm.
what I've been getting.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great message, and I'm really glad that you brought that up because I think it's really important for people to understand the importance of kind of detaching and shutting the door to your past and kind of living authentically for who you are now. I think that's something the dragons can really help with, calling them in. To kind of talk about my own experience with it, I think when I was younger as a child, I used to be rather overweight, right? And when I was a kid, I felt a sense of inferiority to my peers because of my weight. I always, you know, didn't necessarily trust people that I was friends with. I was afraid to put myself out there and form new connections, and that part of me, I lost that weight when I was younger. I've been in good health for many years. Now, part of me still feels that way, right? I still carry this inner child who was overweight, distrusting of everyone with me, and that can often affect how I connect with people, and the relationships that I build, as an older adult now, right? So I think calling in the dragons is important because we have this power to just live in the moment. And I think it's where we're truly at peace and the happiness or the happiest. And through kind of closing this door and acknowledging, hey, like I'm not the same person anymore, I'm able to form far better connections with people. I'm able to trust more effectively again. And I'm able to, go forward and be happier. And I think there's always a lot of power in these year end and new year beginning times, as you have the power to really reset yourself. You can set new goals. You can set a direction for who you want to be, who you want to become. And the dragons want you to understand that there's also extreme importance in reminding yourself of these goals, setting time periods to actively come back to who you want to become in the moment and what steps you can take frequently besides just setting them to ensure that you hold yourself accountable. I think one thing that's really effective for this is finding people who, are connected like yourself to share your goals with, to be vulnerable, to sort of express how you want to change and grow, and ultimately hold you accountable and keep you kind of reframed with your goals and with the actions that are associated with them. And yeah, so I think that's sort of what I've heard from the dragons recently. And yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else to add, Casey?
Yeah, no, I love that. It just feels like there's this breath of fresh air, and I'm just feeling even like dragon's breath coming in to support us, closing that door of 2024 so that we can really step into the new and be open-hearted, like you said, be vulnerable, to really taking those risks to connect with our soul group, and to connect with those people that really co-create with us on a whole new level. And that beautiful, I'm feeling
Hmm.
that vibrant orange coming in really powerfully, that creativity coming in to really uplift us from the very beginning of 2025, which feels really exciting and powerful. And if we do this, they're saying it's not about denying who you were, because that really is a part of you. And our inner children are they're so powerfully connected to our intuition. But it's about unleashing a whole new level of freedom as we do that, as we embrace the new. So I release the old completely, and as I do, I really call in this energy of resolution, because we're always
Hmm.
talking about setting resolutions, setting multiple resolutions, but they're saying if you close this door, you have the capacity to resolve in a very powerful way that allows you to step forward with the energy of resolution, and really moving into that energy of freedom. So I love that. And so I'm just also feeling freedom dragon. That's really the
Hmm.
result of closing that door. It's releasing yourself powerfully from the past so that the past no longer is part of your programming. And so you can release that mental programming and the patterning powerfully, stepping forward in this place of clarity and resolution. And they're also saying, you know what, focus on one resolution when you set those resolutions. So focus on this resolution of really fully letting go of that past, closing the door on limitation, and embracing the positive, which really takes us to this whole new place and space of freedom. And I really do, I love that. So thank you, Freedom Dragon, and thank you, Transformation Dragon, and thank you,
Hmm.
Dragon Dash.
Yes, thank you, Casey, for having me, and I hope
And
everyone
Happy
has
New
a
Year.
fantastic New Year. Yes, indeed,
Happy New
and
Year.
I hope all your dreams come true.